Okay, so now we're coming up to another spot, which you can see the Library of Parliament a little better, and then that, the Peace Tower, and the rest of it is shrouded because the rest of it is shrouded because there's a 10-year project to renovate the whole thing, and also to put in some hydraulic legs in the subground because of the possibility of earthquakes. Okay, so this is part of what is going on, which I'm not 100% sure who is responsible for the drawings, but that guy behind the owl is commercial, but everything else looks pretty, a commercial artist, but everything else looks pretty legit. So, and there's the wolf, where he always should be, she always should be. So, probably one of the things I should do is to do like a land acknowledgement, which, based on what other people have said, other people who are First Nations have said, consists of 3 parts, which is understanding where you came from, and acknowledging where you are and where you'll be in relation to the land, which in our case, in the case of me, white person, in the case of me, person who is not like First Nations, but I have to say, since the Truth and Reconciliation Agreement, I think, people talked about things in a sporadic way, in a maybe kind of way, and now they talk about it kind of like all the time, about, what do First Nations people think about this? What are they thinking about the land use? What are they thinking about oil pipelines? What are they thinking about all of this stuff? Because I don't know if they actually can veto stuff, but them saying no is a big no. So I came back here about 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, and I had been to school here, and then I left and went to Toronto to go to university, and then I was there for a while, and then I left to teach English somewhere, and just see what the big world was all about, and do stuff like this, but just in another place, that kind of thing. And, here's somebody's big cookie. Oh, okay, so you should probably see that part. I'll do another thing that's a lot more, snippy snappy, with like loads of facts or something like that. But it's not really my thing, so there we go. Well, there might be no birds, but there's some other stuff.